Hello and welcome back to another video. I thought we would do a little bit of a vlog style video today, but based only on how I set up for a stall, prepare for a stall, and how I prepare for a store update / launch. So I think I'm going to focus on the making of products, the organisation in my boxes of what I need for a store. So I'll mention kind of, you know, the key items I take on a stall, so calculator, etc. I won't mention it right now, but I'll do voiceovers as I'm filming things, and you can kind of learn a bit more than that, because I've had someone local to me actually contact me about how they get they do a stall, and my local stall is the one that she's wanting to do, and I thought it would just be beneficial for anyone else who's never done a stall before and is looking to do one. They seem daunting, but once you get what you need and once you have organised everything, it's actually really fun to do. I really enjoy doing my stalls over a weekend. You get to meet some lovely people, and even the other stall holders, you make some wonderful friends doing that. So I thought I would kind of talk about that, as well as show the products I'm making for that stall and also for a stall launch. So I don't want to clutter this video with too many ideas of how I decide on how I upload all my stuff to my store, as well as doing the stall stuff, but there will be bits here and there that will apply to both aspects. So off camera, I have actually already ordered some prints. So I didn't do that on camera because there's obviously sensitive information like my address and my bank details, but my November prints here, I know that it looks like there's a load and there is still a lot here, but I've actually sold out of a few of the different designs, and so I needed to order those. So I placed a £100 order for those, and I think it worked out at £1.67 per print. The problem and the reason they actually are so expensive per print is I have 31 designs. Now, a lot of printers you can get 100 prints for X amount of money, but if you want to add additional designs, it is an additional cost. So say, take Awesome Merch. They do, I think you can do 100 prints for however much, but every additional design on top of the one design you have for that amount is £5 extra. So as you can imagine, the cost racks up considerably. I don't think I'll do such a variety print run again after these, but like I say, I've sold out quite a few of them and they are popular, and it's quite a statement piece. I'll show you a bit later the board that I have up, and it's quite a statement piece that brings people in, and so I wanted to keep up with that. And there were only 6 or 7 sold out, and a few running down, so I tried to minimise how many selections of artworks that I was going to purchase, but it did come to £100, and I think that was for 56 prints. It's pretty pricey, but I did want to stock those up before this first stall. Luckily, also not luckily, I'm not running low on my A5 prints. So we have the cheetah here, we have the Holy Islands painting there, which is quite a moody landscape. We have the ink cap inking, and this jellyfish. I still have a fairly decent amount of all of those, so I'm not too worried about restocking these, but they are also still available on my website, same with the Novembers, and I'll obviously restock once my new prints arrive. So yeah, they are all available on my website already. Things that are not available on my website and I've never sold at my stall yet is actually my sticker packs. So I've been slowly but surely making these. It takes me quite a while because of work. I don't have the biggest amount of time to do them, but I obviously have my Rockin' Robins sticker pack, which I just need to make more of. I've got Woodland Wonders. It's been a while since I named this one. I've been working on this for ages, but I fell out of love with it, so I need to finish this one. Hopefully I can get that one done. I've got my Fun Guys sticker pack, which is all my mushrooms, which I just need to make more of. I don't have any of these left. I've given them to family and as gifts and things, so I've not got anything left. I have my chilies, which we are currently digitally mocking up the print for those, as in printing for my cricket. I also have my birds, my tits series, which I need to finish. So you'll see me a little bit of that, but that's also going to be a standalone video, as it'll be a part 2 to the video you just saw. I also have some ferns to print. So I've got a variety of sticker sheets that I do want to upload onto my store, so I will show how I do that, how I decide, you know, on the pictures, maybe the photography, and also just me making them basically on my Cricut. So that's kind of the products I'll be making. I also need to make some more price displays. I've been slowly but surely using some plywood and painting on some chalk paint and making little stands. They're quite cute. So I've got those that I need to finish off. I need to actually go and get a wood saw this weekend, so I'm not sure how much you'll see that. I don't know if I'll upload this Friday or next Friday. It'll be a Friday, I think. But I thought I'd get on this early because there's quite a lot to do. I've got a lot of store prep to do, and I thought I would just bring you along on the journey as a little bit of a vlog style, but also if anyone's interested in knowing how to set up and what to take to a stall, it'll all be in this video. So let's get into it because there is a lot to do, and I'll do some voiceovers and maybe some talking clips as well in between here and there, but let's crack on. Well, this was actually going to be an extremely long video, so I actually stopped filming a lot of the stuff I did, and towards the end of the month where I was preparing everything ready for the stall, and I thought let's just keep it as a bit of a vlog showing what I'm doing, and then I'll have a bit of a voiceover here and there explaining things. And I was going to explain, you know, what I'm doing, but I'm just making products, I'm just creating things, and I think the main thing that I wanted to get across here was what I actually take and what I organise and what I need for a stall. So there's going to be a few talky segments coming up, and I will chime in between, and I want you to listen to this ASMR lovely drilling and sawing because it's cool. Just finished doing all these stands. It took me a couple of hours, including some time to go and get my wood saw, etc. from B&Q. But I've completed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of these smaller ones. I do have a few leftovers. I've actually run out of discs, but they will be there if I need them. I think this will be plenty. I do already have 3 that I had before. I have 2 big ones here that have the dowels in. I actually just need to make a base for them, but they're not urgent, those 2. I have made this little one where I have a little stand at the back on hinges, which is quite nice. I might make something that just brings it up a little bit so it's not resting on the bottom, but it'll be fine if not. But yeah, I've completed all of those. But yeah, that was really good. I enjoyed doing that, and it's on to the next thing. I am going to be making some price tags now. So a lot of my items use the price stands that you saw me making earlier, but certain things have, you know, anomalies in size. Say a lot of the felted items sometimes can turn out a little bit different in sizes, and so I kind of want to just price them individually with their own price tags, and I also think it would look nice to have price tags on those if you want to give them as a gift. Problem with giving as a gift is obviously you never want to give the price to the person you're giving it to, so I actually purchased a rotary blade that actually has a serrated edge where you can pierce it, and then that'll be easy to tear off. So we'll be using that. I think this is where I will write the price here at the bottom, and then what the item is. Then on the back, I thought to keep branding, you know, all matching, I'm going to print my LL on the back here, but I just need to make sure it's at the top there. So that's what we are going to do. I just need to make sure that this LL is facing upwards, which I don't think it is. I think that is where it will be. Let me just press that down. Okay, so I think we will do a bit of a batch print of these first. Let's just do a few in a row, making sure that they lay flat, because if you've got anything underneath them, they're not going to print very well. Okay, let's just do 8 for now and practice these. I've not actually done these before, so this is all a bit hypothetical. Okay, so there's 8. Let's time lapse through printing on these, and then, well, let's just time lapse through it all, and then I'll show you what I've kind of come up with at the end. Right, so I've done quite a few now. This is kind of what I'm hoping for. Kind of the name of what it is, the price at the bottom on both sides, and then my LL, and then this will just tear off. So that's kind of what I'm going for. I'm going to finish the rest off, not filming because you've just seen me do most of it. You don't need to see me writing on them. And we'll move on to the next thing. Okay, now finished chiming in from my past self there. Let's get into kind of what I organise. So I think the main thing is to find out whether the stall you are wanting to do has pre-erected stalls or you need to bring your own gazebo, because there are a range. Sometimes they differ in price, sometimes they offer both, but it's good to know that, because obviously that will determine what you need to bring. I take a gazebo and 2 tables. I've organised my table setup at home. And so I know what I need to take, and I know how to set it up when I am there. That is always a really good thing to do, is to organise prior to going. But yes, I take 2 fold-out tables and a big gazebo. I think I've mentioned in a previous vlog that I recently invested in a more marquee style gazebo rather than just your average garden gazebo, and I think that was a great thing to do. But there's nothing wrong with a garden gazebo, to be honest. For your first couple of stalls, they do the job, and you can, you know, do what you need to do under those. So yeah, with the tables, you do need table covers. I think it's just nicer to cover them up and make them look better, so maybe keep those colour coordinated with your branding might be nice. I do still need to change that. I'm not 100% on everything on my stall, and I'm still changing things here and there after testing things out, so it's always handy to kind of do a few stalls, you know, enter in and see what you need to do for them, because sometimes you don't know until you've tried. Yes, so that's kind of it for your main big ticket items. I do have a trolley, but that is also not essential. I struggle with having space in my car. That's my issue, especially with my larger gazebo now. And so just think about how you're going to get it there, how you're going to fit it in. That's my main issue and the thing I battle with constantly. Maybe in the future I'll have to get some sort of small van to do these sort of things with, it depends. But yeah, those are the big ticket items. And then in terms of your kind of your setup at the stall, so on the tables, like I mentioned, I practice my setup before I go, so I roughly know how I'm going to do it. But actually having stands, I make half of my stands, and sometimes I buy them, like I mentioned. and I think you need to have a bit of a tiered layout on your stall. Have them going up, so you've not got everything just flat so people are looking right down. You have places for the eyes to wander, places for eyes to get attracted to. That's always a great thing to have on your stall. Also, having bags. So I, for the longest time, never really had bags. I kind of just handed things to people, and then if they really needed one, I had a couple of plastic bags behind the stall. But actually, 100%, I'm so glad I invested in some paper bags. Yes, I'm losing a bit of money on them, and I do hand print them myself just to make them look a bit more fitting with my branding, but I absolutely think it is a game changer to have bags and hand them over. People enjoy it. People are walking around and showing your branding if you've got your branding on them, and it's just a great thing to have. Another thing I would say is essential is probably having an inventory list. Write down everything you're going to take, write down the cost of everything, how many of each thing you've got, and have that ready and on your stall, so behind when you sell something you can mark off that you sold one of those, so then you know how much inventory you should have at the end of the day. Helps with stock control, it helps with knowing what you've got, knowing what you've sold, and then you can tally up what you've sold at the end and see how much profit you've made. Another good thing to have is a calculator and spare pens, maybe some spare price tags, in case, you know, you've missed something in your pricing and you need to write it up and quickly price something there and then. All those are really handy to have. And then the big thing I would say that I think was a bit of a game changer. I used to take just cardboard boxes and plastic boxes and all sorts, but really useful boxes here in the UK. They are fantastic and honestly have changed my life. I fit so much in them and I highly recommend having them. I will link them in the description below. Right, quick little talk to camera moment. I ordered a stand from Yetee. I will link in the description below the seller that I bought this off, but it's a stand for me to display my prints on the store, because at the moment I have my board that has them all on, that stands in front of the stall. That's quite colourful and it kind of draws people in, but I don't really have them out. People have to ask me for them, and some people just don't want to do that. They just want to hand me what they want to buy, don't talk to me, they just want to hand the money over and that's it. So I thought, what better way to display them is for them to be on a stand where people can flick through and pick out what they want. So I ordered this on Yetee. The seller was fantastic. I said I really needed it as quick as possible, and he was fantastic. He kind of made it as quick as he could and he sent me it, and it's arrived actually 3 days earlier than I expected. So I'm really pleased with it, and I just think the seller's really done a really great job with designing these. I think they're just fantastic. Anyway, I'm going to put this into time lapse. You're going to watch me open it and then I'll show you what it looks like built. I can't seem to move you away far enough with my boom arm, but you get the gist. It's like a triangular kind of construction and it tears up. It's absolutely perfect. It went together so smoothly. He's done a fantastic job rounding all these edges, so I'm not going to get cut on anything. And just look how perfect this is going to be. Oh, I cannot wait. I do want to buy another one of these off him, and potentially a small slender one for a few things. But yeah, it's fantastic. It's exactly what I need for the stall, and it just tiers things up high, and it allows me to put some things at the bottom without kind of cluttering up the actual table space. So fantastic. Suggest you go and check them out. It's Jigsaw Wood Products on Yetee. Fantastic. I can't recommend enough. I'll link it in the description below. But let's get on with some more stall prep. And I think that's it for this video, really. I think this turned out way more vlog style than I kind of anticipated, but my little announcement at the end of this video is we have a date for our moving, and everything is absolutely full throttle. So once this stall was over at the weekend, I definitely had a sudden shock to have to try and start sorting things, and we are going to start packing up and moving. And so things like this video didn't pan out how I wanted it to pan out, but in the future I will do another more in-depth, maybe talk to camera with bullet points of what I take and what I need to bring. But I hope it's given a little bit of help to some of you that may be thinking of starting to do a stall. I just say go for it, you know, take as much as what I've said as you can. Obviously it's not possible straight away, but sometimes it's good to experiment, go set up, see what you need for next time, and just adapt. I'm always adapting in these stalls, and it's always really fun to go and try new things and see what works, see what sells, and just go from there. That's all I can really advise you on, is just have fun as well. You know, you make some really nice stall friends and family, and there's always great food there as well, so you know, win-win situation there. So I think that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you in the next video.